welcome to another edition of the CrochetCrowd.com with our co-sponsor of James C. Brett Yarn. Today I'm going to show you how to do borders when it comes to the corner-to-corner afghans. Now you can add these borders after the fact. A lot of people ask me, how do you do borders? And I'm going to show the effect on how it's done. And the key concept is keeping it looking like corner to corner, but also keeping it in balance as well, so that everything looks amazing. So let's explore more about this. There's 4 rounds when doing a border, and it's relatively simple. Even if you're doing the baby diamonds afghan that I've also featured, as soon as you have all of your squares assembled together, you simply just go around with the whole concept, the whole afghan once you're done, in order to create the final border as well. Okay, let's begin. We're just going to choose a color that's easy for you, that you would like to use, and I'm going to use pink just because I can. So we're going to look at any corner. It doesn't matter which one you have. Even for the baby diamonds afghan that has 9 squares, you just have to pick the main corner of it all. So you have to assemble it all together and then start doing your border. Let's create a slip knot and put it onto your hook. And we're going to insert into a corner piece, and we want to go not into a space, but we actually want to go right into an actual stitch or chain, and we're going to fasten it on. Okay, and so we're going to chain 1 first, okay, and then chain another one, so 2, and then we're going to single crochet back into that same space. So this is how easy it's going to go. The straggler I'm going to leave on top of the line because you'll see it kind of blends in. So we just single crocheted. So this is how easy it is. You're going to chain 2, and we're going to come in between 2 blocks. You can see that this is the gap space between the 2. So block 1, block 2, block 3, block 4. You're going to play and single crochet in between the blocks, and then chain 2. Okay, so just look for the next block. You can see the colors. Even if you have the same colors, you will still see the blocking formation, and then chain 2. So this whole revolution, what we're doing is that we're creating the foundation of your border so that it looks consistent each and every time. And you can clearly see, I could see the difference between block 1 and 2, even though it was the same color. So once you get to the corner, the next corner, so 1 and 2, what you're going to do is just go right into a corner, so not into a gapping space, but right into an actual chain. Okay, single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet back into the same stitch. So turn your project just like so, and then chain 2, and then again in between the next block formations, and do that all the way around for the entire revolution, and you'll notice that this will look amazing once you get further on into this project. So continue to do this same concept all the way around. I'll meet you back up in just a moment. So I'm coming all the way back around. I'm chaining my 2, and then because of the way that I started here, you're just going to slip stitch to the beginning chain that you started off with, and now we're going to begin the next revolution. So we just have to slip stitch to the next first one first. So we're just going to slip stitch to the middle, and then chain 2, or chain 3, sorry. Okay, so I slip stitch to this gapping space right in the center, and now we're just going to put 2 more double crochets into that same gap. So the chaining of 3 counts as 1, so you technically have 3, and the reason why I mention that is that every one of these chain 2 gapping spaces now are going to get 3 double crochets each. So you're really keeping with the look of the corner to corner. So once you get your 3 in there, just immediately jump to the next one. So you can see that the first border going all the way around is pretty painless, and actually it was a lot more simpler than I ever expected it would be. And then we simply come in to each one, putting in 3 double crochets. Okay, so let me get this done, and I'll meet you at the first corner, and I'll show you what to do there. Okay, I'm almost at the first corner. I'm just on my last box. Okay, and then once you get to that corner, you'll have your piece right there, and that's going to be 3 double crochets into that corner, just like that. And then we immediately just turn our work and just immediately jump to this next one, the next chain 2 gap, and just put in 3 double crochets. So the corners are really painless, just very easy, and continue to do that all the way around. Meet you back up in just a moment, and this is round number 2 of 4. So I'm coming all the way back around, and I've done my last box here, or the last gapping space. When I started off, I did my 3 right into the next space, so we're just going to slip stitch to bring it to a conclusion. So we're in the middle, we're in the first of 3 on the edge. So what we have to do first is that we have to slip stitch 1 over to put us back into the center of the corner, and then we just simply chain 3. And we're gonna put 2 more double crochets into that same gapping space. So this round is relatively easy as well. Well, they're all easy really. And you're going to just double crochet each stitch as you go all the way around. Now when you get to the first corner, and I'm just gonna tell you instead of showing you, that you're gonna have your first corner, the third stitch in, or sorry, the second stitch in, the middle one of the 3 is going to get 3 double crochets, and then you just continue to double crochet into each one. So just remember, in the corner, the middle one always gets 3 on this particular round. So I'll meet you back up in just a sec at the end of this round, and then we just have one more to go to finalize this project off. Okay, I'm coming all the way back around and make sure I get my last one in there, and then we're just going to slip stitch to bring this around to a conclusion. So slip stitch it to the top. Now we just have one more final revolution, very easy. We're just going to chain 1, single crochet to the same spot that you just did that join, and then just single crochet into each double crochet all the way around. Corners you don't need to worry about, just 1 single crochet into every stitch going all the way around, and that's how you would do a complete border with doing these corner to corner afghans, regardless if it's the baby diamonds or just a standard corner to corner afghan. So when you get all the way around, just simply just slip stitch to the first one, and then just have to weave in your ends, and this is how you would do a border for a corner to corner afghan project. And choosing the border is actually really important, but you know what, this is a great concept, and you can do whatever makes you happy. Until next time, I'm Mikey on behalf of James C. Brett as well as the crochetcrowd.com.